Hello everybody, welcome to a spotlight on the game Deathstate. This was a game that was on my list to take a look at, and with the Steam sale I was finally able to grab a copy. This is a bullet hell-ish styled roguelike with 80s synth and Lovecraftian themes. And while that all may sound good, I hate to say that the game is not hooking me. And it's for a reason that may surprise you. That an 80s Lovecraftian roguelike is actually boring me. And we're going to talk about why in this play. Let me get my save going. Similar to the Binding of Isaac and other roguelikes, there are unlockables that will be added into subsequent plays. Here's a whole lot of them. And this is one of those things I always like about roguelike style games, especially the Binding of Isaac, and how it makes future runs more interesting. And there is a whole lot of weirdness to find here. The story is we are investigating a professor who apparently has opened up a portal to a Lovecraftian evil dimension. And it's now up to a random group of people to try and get out. You start out as Seeker here. And each character has different beginning stats, a special power you can see in the bottom left, and of course health. You have a priest. Okay. And here's one guy I like, the Eye, who has like no health, but just shoots death lasers at everybody. Oh, what's this? Pumpkin Man. Alright, we'll go with Pumpkin Man. There's different portals or different difficulty settings. On Insane, enemies when they die will shoot bullets at you, which can be very tricky to avoid. But let's get into it. So right now, if you looked at that map, there was a total of 8 levels. And you're not going to hit all 8 levels. You're basically going to get a random choice as you play through. Now, as you can see, Deathstate is about killing a whole lot of enemies. Now, here's the thing to keep in mind, what's very polarizing. I am not shooting right now. All attacks are done automatically as you play. You're only responsible for using special abilities, movement, and dodge. Now when you're dodging, you do have invincibility frames. And I think you can see why Deathstate is kind of boring me at the moment. While it's nice that you don't have to worry about aiming, a lot of this is just me moving very, very slowly while my wave of death goes over enemies. Now again, I could play this on the Insanity setting, but that's not really changing the fact that there's just very little interaction on this front. And it's not like it was replaced with anything unique or substantial. This is also why having a character who does a lot of damage is good for your own boredom levels. If not, this becomes even more painful as you're just waiting for enemies to die. Now that purplish looking enemy is an elite. Not these orange looking guys. And elite enemies will really take the bullets. Also, the levels are procedurally generated, but they are built on a very wide design, or open I should say. Come on, die. Die already. There we go. Similar to a game like the Binding of Isaac, you'll pick up upgrades that will basically stack on each other successfully. There you go. So, and they're in the form of organs. So, we just got that. Gave me more MP, but it lowered my luck, which is never really good for me in a game like this. Now, the progressive use of upgrades is a great touch, but again, it's not really changing what I'm doing. Yes, I'm firing faster or I'm doing more damage, but it's not really affecting the gameplay. Random potions, like in any roguelike, including some that make the environment look all topsy-turvy, and more. Every level usually has a few upgrades and an elite. Books here are pets, essentially, which will now follow me around. You can only equip one book at a time, sadly. Unless maybe there's a character who can use more. Now that altar that you see up there was something that was unlocked after I beat the game. And that's essentially another way of making the game harder. So here's what happens. We have an elder guide coming at me. Music is really nice. Also, one thing that I do appreciate the developers did is color code all the bullets. Enemy damages or enemy bullets will always be green, while my bullets will be a different color, most likely pink. That way it's very easy to spot who's doing what, instead of everything being lost in the shuffle. Hey, get away from me, you. Again, just dodging. Ooh, got hit. And the dodge, again, is very limited. You can't just immediately dodge into everything. I'm not sure what hit me there. But we got another organ. Good. Now, the game gives you stats like fungal damage, curse damage, fire, and stuff like that. But it all depends on what the gear that you're finding. Each section has 3 levels and a boss. And similar to other roguelikes, each layer in a section will add in a new enemy type or some other way of differentiating. There's a very annoying enemy in I think the 4th layer, or the 4th world, that's a floating bat that can only be hurt when it slams down at you. Also, take note that the orange diamond in the middle of my guy there, that is my hurt box. So as long as bullets stay out of there, we are safe. Another complaint about the fact that you're not actually shooting is that it can be tricky sometimes to get him to fire. Depending upon the type of weapon you have, there are cases where you're aiming at the enemy or you're in range, but because you're not in the right spot, he won't shoot that enemy. Now that thing does something, that picture of a big-headed man. I think that has to do with alternate endings or maybe a different boss. Hey. Get away from me. Common enemies will not drop special items. They may drop health or gold. But in terms of upgrades, it's either from chests, elites, or the shops. Oh. And enemies can attack you from off-screen in a few cases, so you have to keep your eyes open. I think that yep, there's another elite. And again, all I'm doing right now is just slowly whittling him down. Again, I wish there was a secondary system that rewarded like effective dodging, or something else I should be doing other than just standing there and painting a swath over my enemies. Again, I could raise this up to insanity difficulty, but it's not really, again, changing things all that much. Alright, so there's another organ. Nice. And as with the Binding of Isaac, you're going to find the difficulty will be dependent on what upgrades you get. And you can get some pretty crazy combinations if you're lucky. There's my screen with all the organs I have 8. And this will hopefully fill up as time goes on. And of course everything has different things to it as well. Nope. It's not letting me select it. There you go. I'm not sure if the upgrades are limited based on those slots or not. Oh, we got lucky. There's a second elite. Again, it's not a good sign when I'm being bored in a roguelike built on Lovecraftian themes. Come on. There we go. Give me something good. Good. And look, they're all fitting in my gut right now. Alright, and then another one. That's a big treasure chest. And again, it's good that the game unlocks new content and new events as you get further in. What's in here? Whoa! I was not expecting that. Dodge like the wind. Okay, that fires 2 fireballs. Come on. Die. Die, I say. That's 2. Alright, what's in... Oh, wait, one more. Hey. I don't know what that guy was doing down there. And those shackle-landers, I think, mean that this character has a fear-based shot. Good. Let's get this thing open. Alright, we have a secondary item. Your blood feels hot. Oh, it's speed. And then the relics, or the bigger ones, act as a damage or a shot modifier. So as you can see, now my projectiles will be a little bit different. We have a mini boss here. But again, nothing really is changing all that much. Alright, fire extra bullets, let's go for it. And we're getting a lot of elites. I think it's because of the fact that we raised the layer up, or the desecration layer. Expand eyesight basically means the map gets zoomed out a little bit more, so we can see more of the environment. Again, I like the theme of the game, and kind of like the invention of the items, or the creativity there. But it's just adding breadth and not depth. And fighting these like little hallways or corridors can be very painful. Well, we're getting even unluckier, but we got more health, so maybe that will even out. And if you haven't noticed, the safest way to play again is just moving very slowly and painting destruction or swath of destruction all around you. That's the guy who we're trying to chase after. And now we're at the boss. And I believe the bosses are fixed. As in, it's not like the Binding of Isaac where when you get to the end of the level, you pull from a random selection of bosses. Many bosses will be able to summon guys infinitely. Especially when we're fighting an arch undead. It's time for some extra firepower. Come on. Everything is kind of bullet spongy here, which I guess is expected, as this is a shmup or bullet hell style game. And also the background effects that you saw like that when these get discolored, it can be very hard to process incoming bullets like that. Come on, attack the boss. And yes, there are more enemies who will spawn other enemies in at you. Goodbye. Alright, got 2. move speed, and more damage. Perfect. So now we're at the bottom side this time. What do we have here? I'm not a fan of this one. I don't like the overhead, it just slows it down, but this is definitely a new area. Hey, where did you come from? Crap. Are they spawning in, or are these events? Die, evil bug things. Again, it just isn't worth it going whole hog. Your dash isn't powerful enough or long enough to allow you to multiple dash through bullets, and it's just a surefire way of getting yourself killed. This is a mini boss. Come on, get out of the little corner there, buddy. There we go. Come on. And yes, you're going to get hit by a lot of spawning enemies like that. Alright, we found... Huh. Alright, we'll take that. Oh. Again, the pace of the game is kind of in contradiction to the theme of this bullet hell. Just moving very slowly. Trying to deal with them one at a time. Oh, more movement speed. Oh, another fight there. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We got nothing. Well, let's make things harder. I think we'll go to the end of this area, as in the full layer, and then we'll probably wrap things up. Alright, here he comes again. Yay, lifesteal. Should be getting pissed off. Again, when the health bar changes, that's your cue that we have a different pattern. And also, as a frame of reference, I beat this game on my, I think it was second or third try. It kind of sucks that a lot of the organs will have negative effects, but you won't be able to see them until after you've picked them up. Even though they are fixed in terms of their utility. There's the exit. Alright, next. Oh, I think this is the first time I'm actually doing this layer. Or this, zone. Ugh. Get away from me. Did not dodge in time. But then we have lifesteal. And mana will come back either after you hurt enemies, or by picking up mana potions. Follower fires play. Let's see how this does. Oh, jeez. It's a big toxic. Get away from me, you. And again, just notice how slowly I'm really moving to really have any chance of survival. And what happens if you try to get crazy like that. Come on. Your dash doesn't really seem to move you, like, it moves you like very slightly faster. Come on, let's do this. Something's going on. Just keep doing that to steal life. Plague is basically Deathstate's version of Poison. Is that another elite? No, it's not. Jeez. Just keep stealing MP. Oh, that's nothing. Health up. I mean, it's one of those games where I feel myself just getting bored, and then I start making stupid mistakes to try and spice things up. And again, that's not something you want to say when you're playing a roguelike. Die. That's gotta be an elite. He's just taking way too much damage otherwise. There we go. Oh, more plague damage. I'm assuming, like other roguelikes, the opportunity to synergize different damage types is going to be difficult, but will certainly help out if you're able to pull it off. Alright, there's the portal. And yeah, we'll finish off the Grave of Time, and then that will take us to the end. Again, I don't think I have it in myself to go all the way through to the end again. That thing's gonna blow up. Alright, one more. Or I should say one more and then the boss. And this area would not be available when you first start playing. You do have to unlock it. So new players aren't immediately going to be put into a situation like this. Jeez. Anyone else? Trapped in the corner. We're fine. Maybe we'll fight another elite around here. Go in. Maybe we'll get a treasure chest too. What do we have here? That just randomly shuffles the passage around. Oh. Gotta look for that poison, come on. There is a time limit for these levels, but I don't know what it is. Lifesteal is really paying off for itself. Go Pumpkin Man. Huh. We haven't ranked any elites yet, have we? Yeah, narrow corridors like these are very dangerous. Alright, let's get to the boss. Boss music reminds me of Splatterhouse for some reason. It sounds very similar. Right, so far this guy doesn't seem too bad, but I'm sure he's going to transform any second. Or he brings friends. Wait, I have lifesteal here. Hey. I think on Insanity, enemies also do more damage to you as well. Come on, hit him. Yeah, but short-range attacks are very bad in a game like this. Come on. Alright, form 3. Hey. Hit him. Ha. Come on. Get in there. Break that frame. Whatever the hell that is. Alright, got it. Oh, we got his eyeball. Or royal blue eye. More damage. Look at all those organs we're eating now. Okay, look over there, see our stats. And once you've finished a game, that's when you'll get any and all unlocks. So this is another new area that I haven't been to. Jeez. But yeah, as with most roguelike or bullet hell style games, damage is king. The quicker you can kill an enemy, the less bullets you have to worry about. Oh, good. So while I'm about to fight this giant chest, and hopefully not die, we will wrap up the video here. So let me know what you think about Deathstate. It's not a bad game by any means, but it's just not hooking me in the same way that other roguelike style games have. For those of you who have played it, what do you make of the fact that you're not really shooting, in the sense that you're aiming and whatnot? And is there interest in seeing more runs of this on the channel? Alright, let's see what we can do here. But while I'm hopefully not going to get killed, thank you so much for watching this play. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check back for daily videos on game design here and on GameWisdom.com, where we examine the art and science of games. Just so I don't leave you all in suspense, we will hopefully deal with these elites, and that will be our end meet. Give me your life. Alright, there's one or two. This should be the last one. Treasure! There you go. Alright. I think I like lifesteal better. And... no. Alright, well, that is going to do. I do like the game will let you save and quit. But that will do it for Deathstate. So thanks again for watching, and I will catch you all next time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And come back around 10 Eastern for regular streaming. For a collection of my writings, as well as weekly podcasts on game development, be sure to check out game-wisdom.com. Follow me on Twitter at GWBycer for updates throughout the day. And to help support everything that I do, you can find me on Patreon under GWBycer or Game Wisdom. Your donations can help to keep things running, and we hit some goals, it will mean more content for everyone to enjoy. So, thanks again for watching, and be sure to come back for daily discussions on game design on the Game Wisdom channel.